Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and welcome back to another episode of our Painting Together. Today is actually extra special. I've decided to do something a little bit different. Now, next week we're going to finish off this painting with whatever you guys decide, and the voting is still open from last episode, so it'll be a 2-week vote this time. You remember a long time ago back when we voted for the waterfall? Well, Path or Road came in second place really close, so I thought before we end this painting, we'll probably end it next week. I want to do a little extra surprise and throw in that Path and Road right here in the foreground, just for fun. So let's get started. We'll start off here with a little bit of brown and yellow on a filbert brush. And, all right, this is kind of where I'm thinking the path would probably fit the best. So let's just get in here and start working. Maybe it wraps around toward the waterfall so it comes out like this. Good. Now I want this to be a very subtle path, nothing crazy. In fact, a lot of grass is going to grow inside it, in it, and it's going to be cool. There, maybe a bit of dirt there, kind of from the path. Maybe people walk off the path to sit on the rock. There you go. You can do all sorts of fun stuff when you paint. You don't have to worry about it. Just have fun. Good. All right, there's the base tone for our path, and it simply comes right off the side here. Make sure it's wide. It's just a very narrow footpath, because if this was anything bigger than a narrow footpath, it would need to take up a lot of room. So that's why we made it that way. There. Now with our detail brush, I'll load up some yellow and brown and white. With this color mix, I'm going to think about the light source, come right here, and begin working on our little road. There, see, this is not going to be tricky. This is really just a quick, simple thing, but it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. There. And like I mentioned, the voting is still going on, so all those options that we had last time, they're still going. And voting will be closed next week when we paint the next thing that you guys told me to do. You're voting on how to detail out the painting and finish it up and make it look complete and very pretty. Can't wait to see how we do that. There. Now you might be wondering, why would you put the light on the right-hand side of the path? Well, that's because I'm sure the path is kind of worn in, and the land, which is higher up here, is casting a bit of a shadow. There we go. Beautiful. See this? Just rub it. Nice. Allow it to work in. And the detail brush is good because this is not very big. These are really pretty tiny for a path, so it's just sort of there. A little bit of dirt. Good. Back here, just by pulling a couple brush strokes, you can create how that path wraps around. The more you work with this, the muddier it gets, so be careful. There. I like it so far. This is looking good. I'm going to keep working on this and just refining my edges just for a couple more minutes, and we'll be right back. All right, now let's grab just a little bit of our black, brown, and we need to think about some shadows because, oh man, there definitely is going to be some shadows here. Good. Maybe all this needs to be darker right here. There we go. And just work with that a bit. Good, because see, this big rock is kind of casting a bit of a shadow out here. This can't be too bright. There we go. Okay, it's coming right along, isn't it? Now, let's go ahead and think about, maybe this brush is fine. Let's stick with this brush and let's think about some beautiful areas, maybe with some yellow and green. Not too bright though, because obviously it's in shadow. Yellow, green, there. And right here, let's think about, well, let's just start over here in the foreground, why not? Let's think about our grass that's going to be on top of this. Now, whatever you guys choose to do next week to finish up this painting, it'll go well with this. I'm being very careful to make sure I leave room for everything that I gave you an option for. There. So if you want to do a little stump in the river, there's room for that, or wildflowers, rocks, whatever. We'll leave room. There you go. And if you haven't got a chance to vote, definitely go vote. To vote, you just simply go to my website, click on the link. The links are everywhere on the screen or in the description. Go to my website, vote. It's free, you don't need an account. And then when it comes time to paint, I just simply do what you guys tell me to do. So make sure your vote is counted, and go to the website and tell me what you want me to do. There. Next, I'll load up with a little bit of blue and white, mostly white, just a touch of blue. And we're going to go ahead and just spend the next couple minutes finishing up some of the beautiful bright highlight areas here. Now, surprisingly, you can actually very easily highlight over dry paint if you're careful. Now, you won't have any kind of mixing problems, but some new problems you're going to have are leaving very hard lines and hard edges and marks, so you got to be so careful. Although mixing can be a lot of problem for people, big problem for people. I actually think that hard lines are probably easier to do. And if you're not careful, they could be worse than having a bit of mud in your painting. Because they'll be distracting and you'll never get rid of them if you're not careful. So make sure you blend and blur away all the hard lines. Obviously with oils, you got time. There. But if they dry in, they're going to be hard to get rid of. There. So anyways, if you need a little more information on highlighting, even over a finished painting, then simply check out our DVD. We've actually got a great little DVD on highlighting tips and techniques. So I'll put the link on the screen for you. Definitely go take a look at it. You might find it so useful. It'll help you. There. So in case you need a little more than what I can give you in this short video. There. And I know it is hard to learn. Some of this stuff is a little tricky to pick up, and it does take practice. So most of the DVDs are over an hour long, and they'll really teach you so much. I just sit there and I give you every tip I can think of, and all the details and the color mixing and things to watch out for and things to do. It's all good stuff. So you can download them, and if you haven't tried them, definitely give them a shot. All right, see how that brightens that waterfall up, and now it's just bringing it into focus? Good. Be sure to blend away any hard edges that you get. And you will get hard edges. Now, let's take a break from that. I will just clean that up a tiny bit more later, but it's all the same stuff, so let me do something else for you. A little bit of a lighter color, a little bit of yellow and white. And watch this, light's coming across right here. Oh, whoa. We are setting ourselves up for success. Just touch. There. And take this color. Yeah, let's let this tree get a little brighter. See, I painted all this very quickly. So we can come back in now and refine some of the things that we didn't get to before. Because I knew that things were going to change in the painting. There, and lighting can change and all that good stuff, so be flexible. There. I'm going to just go throughout the painting, picking out these little detailed areas that I want to brighten. See how that just bring the light across really brightens it, makes it a little bit more exciting. Good. Now I'm going to enhance the highlight over here to this grassy area, and really a lot of the grass. I'm going to enhance this highlight just a little bit of yellow, green, white. There, because it needs it. There. Fun. Love it. All right, now, the brush stroke here is totally different. You notice I've been kind of doing different brush strokes. Well, that's because this painting is dry. Remember, totally dry, because we painted it last time. And so the brush stroke is completely different, because you want to have some variation in there, and it won't just mix, so you're not going to get automatic variation. You have to change colors a lot, and my brush stroke can be a little looser or a little different like this. See that? Good. I want to brighten this up. You ready for a bright spot? Oh yeah. Whoa, yikes. That was a bright spot. Super. Love doing this sort of thing. All right, over here, soften it. good. Now all this can be adjusted later next week if we want to, but let me get a little dark in there because, it's not going to mix. So there we go. Now it's more like a regular painting. All right, well, that's all the work we're going to do on this one today. Remember, voting is still open from last week, so if you haven't gotten a chance, go ahead and vote now for how you want this painting to continue. I can't wait for next week. We're going to finish it up, put the final details on. It's going to be really special. Thanks for watching.